Well, this is set 8 artist lecture for, this is your second to last one. So we're wrapping up, if you can't believe it. This one's really fun. I do want to warn you that you want to share your time. A lot of times with this unit in particular, students get wrapped up in one or the other project. And I want to remind you that you should manage your time and work on both. So you can do either 4.6 and 4.13. Sorry, I had to go through all that. For the visual pun or oxymoron, you can choose one or the other. Puns and oxymorons are very similar, so I want you to choose just one. For this, you need to be able to name your pun, and then there will be a questionnaire for this as well. So for your visual pun or oxymoron, I really want to encourage you to push it past the initial joke. And this has kind of been an ongoing what I want from you. So it's easy to put the thing on the thing. So butterfly. So if I have a butter stick with wings, it's easy. Okay, put wings on butter, obvious. How can you push it further? What does flight connotate? So that could be, maybe it's a whole airplane of sticks of butter, and then like the margarine is something there, and you can have some joke about margarine, it's fake butter, and then real butter, and you can really push it past the original thing. Creating something, thinking about each individual element is going to have a stronger piece. A piece that you can put in your portfolio. You can go to a job and say, look, I have this creative energy. You can hire me because of this. Because they think, oh, it's funny, they could do all these things. Or you can submit it into a comic book or a zine. Even print out for the gallery show. So you need to push things past their initial idea. So a lot of these have text. I don't want you to put on text. Remember, text makes things easy. Don't tell me, show me. So a lot of these do have text. This is from a group called Pawnee Pixels, and you'll see a few of their works. But couch potato. So not only is a potato on a couch, but he's eating potato chips. So it's kind of got this weird sadness to it. Jugular vein. A lot of these are kind of objects floating in space, which I really want to discourage. A lot of you guys do the objects floating in space. Think about composition, think about framing. A lot of these are kind of meant to be just like posters or t-shirts. We're going to try to push away from that. Build something around it. Negative space. I hope you're giggling. So this is butterflies. This is, I think this could be pushed so much further, but this is the obvious one. Think about things that fly. Think about butter. Where do we use butter? Where do we eat butter? What's real butter, fake butter? What is it made of? Think of all these little elements. Put them in a mind map. Remember, we had that beautiful reading from an additional textbook when we talked about critical thinking. Maybe take all these ideas and put it in a mind map and draw it out. Time transfixed. I thank you. So Nancy Fouts, we looked at some of her work before, but she does sculptural things, and a lot of her sculptures are oxymorons or puns. So this one's kind of a stretch, and it does require some text. Pope yes, so it's the Pope eating Popeyes or Pope yes. Visual oxymoron. Superman not flying. Hearing through a brick wall. Jumbo shrimp. So this is kind of a silly illustration, but jumbo shrimp, working vacation, fresh cafeteria food. So you can do literary oxymorons and show them, or you can use them as a visual oxymoron. So here's some student work. Muscle cars, ruler, hot pants. This is grilled cheese. So a lot of students did illustrative things, which is great. However, you can do photo montage as well, drawing from the comics. So this is, you're taking a humorous scene. The textbook wants you to work a little bit more within um, borrowing art. I want you to take a humorous scene and illustrate it. And we'll do a demo, but basically you're going to be practicing illustrative skills. So we're going to see a lot of different examples. So your scene should be funny, but borrowing from this illustrative comic drawing. So you may have hard edge outlines, maybe very bold, like Keith Haring. This isn't funny, but I like the illustrative nature of it. Joan Cornella does a lot of really great stuff, and his work is on the cover of High Fructose. If you've been to blanking the name of the bookstore, it's by the Newton. Changing Hands, I just saw that there yesterday, so I definitely recommend you can just go there and look at it. So he does these sort of fun little comic type things, and they're funny and they're sad. They're great. So you may do something that's more illustrative, and you may approach your work to do murals. This is a hand-drawn illustration from my friend, and this actually turned out to be an animation, which I'll link to. Matthew Creech, I'll link to his work as well. He does a lot of great illustrations that are funny. A lot of times they comment on popular culture and have sort of a juxtaposition. Student work. So you can see these are all kind of done in different styles. Maybe even be a little political. So you can approach many different styles. So if you do like comics, if you like doing little illustrations or doodles, or if you've never done something, don't be afraid because there's many different ways to approach it. I'm going to pull up more student work for you in 1 second. All right, sorry about that. So I didn't export the right one. Uh, Hello Kidney. Oh, here's some other great examples from drawing from the comics. Some very fun, illustrative, beautiful work. Think of all the detail that goes in. Definitely check out the artists. Their names are here for more of their work. So, ice cream cone, nightlight, heavy metal, brainwash. It's not rocket. This one was very funny. Got a lot of giggles. Submarine fish. And look at all the details. So all the little fish are like Swedish fish, goldfish, those gummy sharks that are interesting. And it's a sub. Everything drawn and illustrated. This took a lot of time. It was gorgeous, but it does take a lot of time, so keep that in mind. Maybe even commenting on painting. So if you're an art history fan, you can sort of recreate it. And this was sort of fun. You could be painterly. The student really loved Matthew Creech's work. You can definitely take your own drawing style in. And I really think this is such a fun unit. I think a lot of people get really into it. If you're not used to drawing illustrative things, this could be your chance. I always recommend, you can even build a scaffolding of a collage in Photoshop and then paint over it. Remember, we're going to use lots of layers. You can download different brushes to get different effects. You can do all sorts of really fun things. We'll do a demo of a few things that may help. But I'm really excited for you guys to do this assignment and definitely want to see your progress.